It's another hot and sunny day in the neighborhood. I'm pleased to report that all the kitties are doing well this morning, and that I have some red flower on my canna lily. Hopefully there'll be more. Probably need to fertilize those. Not sure if it's a sun or a fertilizer issue that they haven't flowered more. They keep on moving toward the center of the yard. They've really doubled in size, tripled maybe even from when I planted them, so maybe with a little TLC I could get some more flowers. Hey Panther. Hey buddy. Good morning. So we're watching Rob Mauer, Tesla Daily. Dawn has mostly switched to watching him on YouTube versus just listening to the podcast, which is good because then even if I'm not sitting in front of the TV, I'm still getting it in the background while I'm doing other stuff. He said hopefully as far as Elon's Twitter account getting hacked that, Tesla people following Elon weren't fooled. And I told to Dawn, well, Dawn's never been on Twitter like twice in his entire life, but less than Facebook even. And I said, but us Tesla people are used to similar looking accounts like Elon's Musk trying to get us to do Bitcoin stuff. So I think Tesla people would have been less fooled by this than I hope some other people, because we're used to seeing Bitcoin stuff on Elon's Twitter, even though it's not Elon.
Yeah.
I was at the point last night where I was ready to put together these two pieces. I thought I'd work on this for a few minutes while Dawn watches a couple more videos. I've made good progress. I've been working on it about 45 minutes. I had accidentally put a black part where I was supposed to put a dark gray part, but I was able to trace it back. They're very similar parts, but not the same. And I fixed that, and I'm at a good stopping point for now, so Dawn and I can get moving with the rest of our day. Maybe I'll be back later. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. I asked Dawn if we could install the Ring Spotlight Cam, the wired version, today before we go outside and get busy doing some of the other things we have on our list. And he, of course, said sure.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. I've been waiting patiently, unbeknownst to Dawn. I thought I was just going to set it up myself. I'm like, Donnie, it's wired. Anyway. So I'm going to take it out of the box and we're going to get going with it with a little help from the cat. Nighttime. Go for it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Sure, why not? I'm sure she'll try to help you.
Oh, I'm sure.
This is my Lego protection zone. Keep cats away from the little Lego pieces. All right, nighttime. Go down on the floor for a few minutes, sweetheart. I don't cook on this counter, so I don't fuss at her on this counter. This is the cat-approved counter. The other counters, no. Now, come on. This is hassle-free, tamper-proof packaging. Oh, wow. It's pretty big.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's too big. It's just more substantial than I realized it was going to be. Although the one that we have out there now is not substantial.
Oh, wow. They gave you plenty. Just plug it in.
Oh, wow.
Well,
so wired isn't like... See, I assumed wired meant like you needed an electrician type.
Right. It says paintable to match your home. Well, not that we...
Well, our thing is whitish beige up there, so pretty much it matches. Yeah. Well, I don't know why I didn't research it better, but I just assumed that wired meant I needed you and some wire nuts. That's what I assumed wired meant, like into the wall socket wired.
Right. Well, what we've got right now on the current camera is a 1/4" tripod mount type screw. So this one doesn't seem like it uses that, but I will look at the instructions here real quick and see.
Right. Well, we do have ways of plugging it in out there too. That really shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Mounting hardware. Here's a box with mounting hardware.
Well, here's the instructions. So I guess I could have just looked at that.
Well, Don did say last night, hey, hand me the instructions. And I said, no, let's unbox it in the morning. He says, but I want to read the instructions, so I'm ready to go. And I was like, not going to need to read it for more than 30 seconds. Just wait till tomorrow.
Fancy screws.
Fancy locking screws. Yeah, well, that's not a surprise. The Ring doorbell we have had a few. Wow.
Oh, okay. So they give you a little
plate.
All right. Yeah. So I guess the long and the short of it is we probably can make this work. Okay.
Right. Well, it doesn't have to go exactly where the other one is, although the vicinity of where it is certainly.
Yeah.
If you want to put it on the wood post, that works for me versus up off the ceiling, because this one's got a lot of swivel capability.
That might be what
I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're probably gonna mount this to the wood post, and then put the camera on that.
Yeah, I like that. Sounds substantially mounted. How much heavy is this thing?
It's heavy.
Oh goodness gracious. 12 ounces at least. I don't know what it is. I'll look it up, but it's not light.
Oh, it feels substantial.
Yep. Serious stuff there.
Okay.
Oh goodness. Hey, I'm filming.
Sorry, well, I didn't be that bright.
Right, well, you were sort of pointing at me, so I got a good flash too. So we're following the instructions and we're setting it up in the house before we go outside.
Yeah.
See, I've got the Ring app up. Yeah. Did you get all comfortable? Go press that button.
Follow the instructions in the Ring app to continue.
If it's flashing, we don't have to do anything. So I think that's the backup. I'm just going to say continue.
Okay.
Ring wants to join our network.
Which one is it joining? Does it say?
Ring setup B1.
Well, that's it.
Right, that's it for now. So I'm just going to say join.
Okay.
Please let the Ring app join the Ring Wi-Fi network.
I think it did it.
Spotlight cam is connected to the Ring app.
Okay.
Now it wants to know which Wi-Fi we want to put it on.
Well, I don't. I would say.
My goodness, this thing has a very interesting voice.
Chatty.
It's not like any voice on any other. I mean, it's not A's voice. It's some other voice.
Chatty. Rome told us that Rome wasn't
built in a day.
Your spotlight cam is ready to go.
Oh.
With Ring, you're always home.
Whoa.
That thing is so bright, I don't think we need the floodlights in the front yard anymore.
Really.
Kidding.
You got the app up.
All right, I got to get the app back up so that we can see what. It's very wide angle, but we want to see what we can see. Yeah, that's our weather station.
Okay, it's upside down. Doesn't really matter.
All right, I can see where you're pointing now. So if you hold it up where we're thinking about putting it, I can tell you, I can see me. So, it definitely shows the bottom of the cement and the asphalt at that location. It does not show, maybe just a smidge to the right of the tulip poplar, but not really up the driveway at all from where it is right now. And you can clearly see me, no problem. Right, that's more front door there. Still the bottom of the cement and all of the asphalt.
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me.
Shall I be brave and test the siren? Says it comes on for 30 seconds, or I can shut it off manually. So after I scare me, the neighbors, the cats, and everybody, well, all right, I'm game. That was pretty loud. Didn't hurt my ears loud like a building fire alarm, but it was loud. So we decided to mount it on the window because that actually gave us the best view of the porch and all the way down to the bridge and the driveway and everything. I think we're happy with the
I agree.
angle of view from this location. And plus, should we have any nasty weather, not that this thing's not weatherproof because it is, but we'd be good. The only thing Don will have to watch for is when the nice guy comes and power washes, we have to take stuff down up here, and we'll probably have to take it down while he's here.
Yeah.
And the birds over there in the woods were kind of going crazy again, like there's another snake out over there. Well, it is summer and there are snakes, so.
Yeah, only above.
So Don has headed out there on his unicycle. Hello, I see you. I cannot see how many fingers. Yep, got it. Yes, I can see you. Okay. Yeah, when I zoom in that far, it's broke up. It's, you know, not high. It seems super high quality up close, but that's asking it to the video feed to zoom in an awful lot from there. I see you. Just pause there for just a second, please. Oh yeah, I can see up high in the air. Just pause there, please. I'm satisfied with that location. I think Dawn is too. Now we just need to figure out what we're really going to do for plugging it in.
I drill a hole and put the end of the plug through. It's a normal 2-prong 120 volt plug, and I decided I had plenty of slack, so I went and got some split loom, and I went up and down the joist here, and it came over to the outlet and just plugged it in. We keep stuff under here. The ladder is under here. I don't bang around here much, but I figured this is basically a semi-permanent, probably will never be uninstalled until it goes bad. So I put a little extra effort, maybe, instead of just snaking the cord and just leaving the bare cord. At least now some squirrel or something might slow down a little bit before it chews through that cord.
We should have enough daylight pre-supper time to build the ramp and get the handles installed. It did not come with a template, so we're working on a template. I had an ingenious girl idea.
Cool. I like
Okay.
ideas.
Yeah, complimenting each other here. I got out my ink pad.
Oh, well, look at you.
And I was very careful to coat it, and then I stamped it, and then I cut it out.
Wow.
Now, that obviously is not quite big enough.
It's close.
It's close. So what I did then was I sort of used the template to go out around the edges just a little bit, a couple millimeters in all directions, and I cut another one so you can see this one sort of.
Yeah, a little bigger,
It's just a smidge bigger.
Yeah.
And then this was the one I cut I did cut the center out. I guess I wasn't supposed. I can redraw this on cardboard and cut it too. I don't know. I tried.
You did good.
I think I've got a template that's as accurate as we're gonna get. Did you get your ramp built?
Yeah. I got you know, just a piece of plywood, and I just made 3 wedges that are the height.
Well, you didn't need anything fancy, right?
No.
That was really all you needed.
Yeah, I did crank my saw over as far as it would cut. But,
Angle.
Yeah, but it really doesn't go far enough. You get that? That's a real.
Right. Doesn't get it. It's better, but not quite as thin still.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna work for you.
Yeah, well, I think it'll zip right up there.
Dawn says this one will do. I kept on it until I got it to where I was happy that it was big enough for the metal to go in comfortably, but not so big that we were going to mess up the holes where the 2 screws have to go, or you know, you wouldn't be able to see through. Don says he's going to do it with his Dremel. I'm going to go water some plants while he does that. It's 5:40 and the whole yard is in the shade and the grass is really too tall. So I'm going to go work on that for a bit.
So I'm glad I had my Dremel. It took about 8 blades, maybe 8 to 10 blades. I broke a couple, but the little cut-off wheels work fine, and did a nice neat job. So I'm very
Our
pleased.
template was okay.
Yeah, it worked great. I never had to adjust anything.
Well, it took Dawn the same amount of time to do the handles as it did for me to mow the front, the backyard, and across the bridge. I did not go out to the mailbox. Thankfully, our 2 neighbors, between the 2 of them, have taken a turn this time and mowed down there. So
Yeah.
there's just a small, yeah, Dawn used to always mow the nice single lady's grass up there. But she has a guy come in and does her grass now, and he happens to often do ours, and we'll take it. We need to get him hand him a 20 so he can go buy him a beer or whatever else he prefers to drink.
So here we go. Put the ramp down. And I designed the ramp particularly to be inexpensive and non-tire puncture in case we run over it with the car tire.
Right. That would be good.
And it was just a piece of plywood I had. Like I said, this table saw is light.
Right. There she goes. And
I would say it's definitely easier. Is it perfect? No, but it's way easier with it.
you can see the handles here on this side. Looks good. Gray is spending almost all of her days over here in this plant pot. It must feel very safe to her. Hi, sweet pea. Hi. Onions, steak, and corn. Oh my. Don't forget the butter. We're going comet hunting. Last night we were a little too late. I was too close to 10. Tonight it's just after 9. I did get the one picture that I'm pretty sure had a Starlink satellite going across the sky. And maybe the comet down in the tree line where you can see this orange streak. Well, I definitely cannot say that I saw it with the naked eye, and I set up another star time lapse, and I only let it run for 20 minutes this time instead of the full hour because, you know, obviously we got to stay with the camera and there was mosquitoes and I didn't think I was getting the comet anyway. And it's kind of frustrating. I want one of those pictures, if you know what I mean. Well, Don was an extra good sport because we were out for over an hour. He was listening to his podcasts and basically chaperoning me so I was safe because his wife likes to go take pictures in crazy isolated places in the dark. So I appreciated him coming.